Tires without losing competitive edge. This adaptability extends beyond the track. Both drivers excel in working with engineers to fine-tune car setups, extracting every ounce of performance. In a sport where technology evolves rapidly, this ability to interpret data and translate it into immediate on-track improvements is invaluable. For Bortoleto, refining this skill will be critical in bridging the gap to Formula One. For Verstappen, it remains a core strength that sustains his dominance. Together they exemplify how adaptability is as much a competitive weapon as outright speed in modern motorsport. Pressure defines racing at the elite level, and Verstappen's career is a masterclass in mental resilience. Whether defending a championship lead or facing unpredictable race day challenges, he remains composed, rarely allowing external factors to dictate his performance. This mental toughness is the product of years spent competing against the very best, learning to treat each race as a self-contained challenge. Bortoleto, still early in his career, has already demonstrated flashes of this resilience. In Formula 3, he maintained consistency through tightly contested weekends where one mistake could derail championship ambitions. The key lies in preparation. Visualizing race scenarios, maintaining focus under intense media scrutiny, and trusting in one's process despite external noise. As Bortoleto climbs the ladder, this psychological fortitude will be tested against faster cars, more complex strategies, and higher expectations. Verstappen's example offers a clear lesson. Talent may ignite a career, but mental strength sustains it. In the relentless world of motorsport, resilience often becomes the invisible factor that separates champions from contenders. In modern motorsport, technical understanding can transform a skilled driver into a race winner. Verstappen's deep knowledge of car dynamics allows him to communicate effectively with his engineers, ensuring setups align perfectly with his driving style. This synergy between driver and machine is a cornerstone of his success. Bortoleto is already developing this capability, earning praise from engineers for his detailed feedback during practice sessions. In junior categories, where resources are limited, the ability to identify setup improvements can yield significant gains. Verstappen's career illustrates how refining this skill early can pay dividends at the highest level, where car performance windows are narrow and every adjustment counts. Technical understanding also aids in adapting to different circuits and conditions, minimizing the learning curve on race weekends. For Bortoleto, expanding this knowledge base will be essential as he encounters more advanced machinery. The parallel between them underscores a truth in racing. Speed may win moments, but technical mastery sustains championship campaigns over the long term. Emerging drivers often study established champions, and Bortoleto has in Verstappen a modern case study in competitive excellence. Observing Verstappen's racecraft, strategic decision-making, and off-track preparation provides insight into the demands of a sustained career at the top. While each driver's journey is unique, the core principles of discipline, consistency, and adaptability remain constant. Verstappen's willingness to evolve, adjusting his style to new regulations, cars, and rivals, demonstrates that stagnation is the enemy of longevity. Bortoleto's challenge will be to integrate these lessons while maintaining his individuality as a racer. Imitation has limits. Innovation defines great careers. By learning from Verstappen's successes and occasional setbacks, Bortoleto can accelerate his own development curve. In motorsport, mentorship is not always formal, but the presence of a dominant figure in the paddock can shape the mindset of the next generation. Verstappen's career thus becomes more than personal achievement. It serves as a living framework for those, like Bortoleto, who aspire to follow a similar path. Public perception can shape a driver's career as much as performance. Verstappen entered Formula One under intense scrutiny, hailed as a generational talent, but also critiqued for his aggressive style. Over time, he channeled that attention into motivation, letting results speak louder than speculation. Bortoleto now faces his own wave of expectation following his Formula 3 success. The transition to higher categories brings media attention, sponsor interest, and fan anticipation, all of which can distract from core performance goals. Verstappen's experience offers a roadmap for managing these pressures. Focus on the craft, maintain authenticity, and avoid unnecessary distractions. Both drivers understand that consistency builds credibility, while one season of overexposure without results can hinder long-term growth. Navigating this balance is a skill rarely taught but often learned the hard way. For Bortoleto, applying this discipline early will protect his trajectory. Verstappen's evolution from a polarizing figure to a respected champion proves that public expectation, when managed well, can become a driver's ally rather than an obstacle. While Verstappen and Bortoleto have yet to share a Formula One grid, the possibility sparks intrigue. Verstappen remains in his prime, with the experience and pace to contend for championships for years to come. Bortoleto is climbing quickly, and a successful transition to Formula 2 and beyond could place him in direct competition with the reigning champion. Such a scenario would not only test Bortoleto's adaptability and mental strength, but also offer Verstappen a fresh challenge against a new generation of talent. Motorsport thrives on these generational clashes, where established excellence meets ambitious youth. Whether as rivals or as part of a shared paddock environment, their interaction could shape storylines for seasons to come. For fans, the prospect of Bortoleto learning directly through on-track battles with Verstappen is compelling. For the drivers, it would be a measure of skill, preparation, and strategic acumen. The convergence of their careers could mark one of the defining narratives of the sport's next era. The connection between Max Verstappen and Gabriel Bortoleto symbolizes a meeting of eras in motorsport. Verstappen embodies the pinnacle of current Formula One performance, relentless, precise, and uncompromising. Bortoleto represents the promise of the future, carrying the hunger and adaptability required to climb the sport's steep hierarchy. While their paths have yet to align in direct competition, the shared qualities of determination, resilience, and technical skill create a natural parallel. Verstappen's journey serves as both a challenge and an inspiration for Bortoleto, illustrating the level of excellence required to succeed at the top. For Verstappen, watching new talents emerge is a reminder that the sport's competitive cycle never stops. The eventual moment when their careers intersect, whether through mentorship, rivalry, or both, will mark more than just a sporting event. It will be a symbolic handover, where lessons from the present champion meet the ambition of the next contender. In this way, their stories are already connected, each shaping the other's place in racing history. Max Verstappen and Gabriel Bortoleto represent two distinct phases in motorsport, one at the peak of his dominance, the other at the beginning of his rise. Verstappen, a three-time Formula One world champion, has become the benchmark for modern racing excellence, blending raw speed with unshakable composure. Bortoleto, freshly crowned Formula 3 champion, is carving his path with the same determination that once defined Verstappen's early years. Their connection lies not in direct competition, but in a shared journey through the crucible of junior categories and the relentless pursuit of mastery. For Bortoleto, Verstappen's career is a living case study in seizing opportunities and maintaining focus under the sport's harsh spotlight. For Verstappen, the emergence of young talents like Bortoleto is both a reminder of the sport's constant renewal and a glimpse into its future. This intersection of present-day dominance and emerging potential creates a compelling narrative, one where lessons flow from the established champion to the rising star, shaping not only careers, but the competitive landscape of the next generation. Max Verstappen's journey to the summit of Formula One was defined by an uncompromising approach to competition. Debuting at just 17, he quickly shed the label of a prodigy to become one of the sport's most formidable forces. His aggressive driving style, combined with an ability to extract maximum performance from any car, allowed him to challenge and eventually dethrone more experienced rivals. Verstappen's dominance stems not only from raw talent, but from a deep understanding of racecraft. When to attack, when to defend, and how to manage risk. His mental resilience under pressure has been a decisive factor in securing multiple world championships. Every race reflects years of discipline, from rigorous physical conditioning to hours of technical analysis to his team. This foundation of relentless preparation and execution offers a blueprint for drivers like Bortoleto, who aim to translate junior category success into Formula One achievements. Verstappen's path illustrates that talent alone is never enough. Sustained excellence demands adaptability, focus, and an unshakable commitment to winning. Gabriel Bortoleto's rise through the junior racing ladder reached a defining moment with his Formula 3 championship victory. His campaign showcased a blend of calculated aggression and consistent point scoring, a combination rare in drivers still shaping their careers. From his karting days in Brazil to competing on Europe's most challenging circuits, Bortoleto has demonstrated an ability to adapt quickly to new machinery and environments. His 2023 F3 season was marked not only by victories, but by the discipline to secure podiums on difficult weekends, a skill that often separates future champions from fleeting contenders. Behind the statistics lies a driver with strong technical feedback skills and a capacity for rapid learning, traits that Formula One teams value highly. While the leap from junior categories to the pinnacle of motorsport is steep, Bortoleto's approach mirrors the mindset that propelled Verstappen's own ascent: controlled aggression, strategic thinking, and a refusal to let setbacks dictate momentum. His trajectory signals not just promise, but the readiness to face the intensity of top-tier racing. Adaptability is a shared trait that binds Verstappen and Bortoleto, despite the difference in their career stages. In Formula One and its feeder series, changing track conditions, evolving tire performance, and shifting race strategies demand drivers who can make split-second adjustments. Verstappen has mastered this art, often turning challenging situations into opportunities for victory. Bortoleto, in his own category, has shown similar instincts, switching lines mid-race, adjusting braking points, and altering his pace to protect